Dee, CEO of Catalyst. I hope you are keeping well. Today I'm going to talk about motivation, and particularly for those of you who are struggling with your motivation right now. I've had a couple of emails recently from people who are struggling with their New Year's resolutions, and those resolutions have either died a horrible death already, or it's becoming really painful to be consistent in maintaining the goal of achieving that New Year's resolution that you've set yourself. So today I'm going to bring you my top 10 tips to help you when you are struggling with motivation. I think these are appropriate for everybody. I know even myself, I've recently left my job. I've set up a new company. I'm doing exactly what I've dreamed of doing all my life. And yet I still have days where I would happily sit on the couch and watch the Kardashians for the entire day if I could get away with it. So motivation comes and goes even when we really want to achieve something. And it's important that we keep on moving. So my top 10 tips, and excuse me while I read from my notes. Number 1, just restart. So if you've stopped, just start again. Even if it's a health goal where you're going to be running, just get out the door. Walk a bit more often in the house. Chunk down that goal, make it small, but just restart even if it's in a very small way. Number 2, stay accountable. And I think this is important, to publicly commit yourself to your goal, to get some positive public pressure. And this might mean putting it on Facebook that you're restarting your goal, telling some friends at work or your family. It can help when you are accountable to somebody else rather than yourself. So stay accountable and put that goal up publicly, whether it's on your fridge so that you see it every day or telling somebody else. Number 3, get rid of those negative thoughts that are in your head and replace them with positive ones. So when you're sitting on the couch and you're meant to be out, pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. When you're meant to be working on your goal or spending time on your goal, become aware of how you're talking to yourself. Are you saying, this is just too hard, I'm not interested, I couldn't be bothered, I'm too lazy, all of that horrible negative stuff? Become aware of it and replace it with, I can do this, I will do this, I like doing this, the benefits of this are going to be great. Number 4, think about the benefits. You chose this goal for a reason at the start of the year because there's bound to be benefits to you when you achieve it, whether it is fitting into clothes that are a size smaller or finding that woman or man of your dreams, getting the promotion in work, starting a new hobby, whatever it is, there's benefits to you. Think again about what those benefits were. You set the goal for a reason. You may just have lost track of why you have set that goal and the good things that are waiting for you when you achieve it. And number 5, get excited again. And I think this relates to the benefits. Why did you set the goal in the first place? What were you passionate about? What got you excited? Sit down and take a few moments to think about, well, why on earth did I set this goal for myself? There must have been a reason for it. Why was I excited a month ago and I'm not excited now? And it may relate to having forgotten the benefits, but recapture that excitement. Number 6, if you still can't get yourself out of the house and you can't get yourself motivated to do something, read about it. Read about your goal. Get online, buy a book, do some research, read about why achieving this goal is good for you. And related to this, number 7, read some inspiring stories. There are some great stories out there. People just like you and me who've achieved amazing things in their life, who have achieved their goals, certainly, and will have experienced this ups and downs and motivations and will have struggled. But find those inspiring stories. I personally find reading about someone who has lost, 20 kilos or who has run a marathon after being ill or unfit, has set up their own business, all that sort of stuff is really, really inspiring and can help with your motivation. Number 8, find like-minded friends. A lot of the time, achieving these goals on our own can be difficult. Getting public support or stating it publicly is one way of getting support, but the other way is finding like-minded friends. Is there anyone you know who has the same goal as you, who you could work together with? Is there someone that you could find that could support you with this? Find like-minded friends. Number 9, reward yourself. I think this is really, really important. Reward yourself often. Now, the important thing about rewarding yourself, twofold. One, the reward must be appropriate. So if you're going to reward yourself, a 2-week holiday in Thailand because you've just put your runners on, that's not really appropriate. So make sure the goal is appropriate to the effort that you put in. And 2, make sure that the reward doesn't sabotage or ruin your goal. So if you're going to reward yourself with a bar of chocolate after you've done a run, you're probably not helping yourself too much. But find an appropriate reward and reward yourself often to keep yourself motivated. And last but not least, find pleasure again. Find the pleasure in the goal that you have. If it's out running, maybe the running bit is the stuff that's not interesting you, but being outdoors, having time on your own, feeling the wind in your face, whatever it is, there will be some elements of pleasure in the activity that you've set yourself for your goal. Rather than focus on what's difficult for you or what you don't want to do, focus on the pleasure that you will get. And I will quote Winston Churchill just to finish up. And this is my personal tip number 11. Never, ever, 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 ever give up. Keep going, even if it's small steps. That's perfect. Even if it's sitting down and reading a book about the topic, the goal that you have, that's perfect. Keep going, never give up. Talk to you tomorrow.